Today I'm broadcasting from the #1 happiest, healthiest city in the USA, sunny Naples, Florida. We are now launching an interview show in the style of Barbara Walters. Welcome. I'm Sandra Rupp, and I'd like to give a warm welcome to my viewers in 168 countries around the globe. A special welcome today to President Trump, as well as the CEO of Unilever and Dove and Theresa May, Paul Pullman. I had worked in executive search for over 15 years in New York. I worked in the media business. I actually had the good fortune to work for the creator of Entertainment Tonight, Al Massini. He also created Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous and Star Search. So we know a lot about television. My father was actually a founder of the industry, Jim Rupp. He was on the board of King World. Advised once by a very important man, Warren Buffett. And I even helped get women into Augusta National with the help of Piers Morgan, Bubba Watson, and of course, real Donald Trump. So we're here to do amazing things for women and for men, especially creative entrepreneurs and people that are interested in getting their businesses going. And we are going to interview famous people, world leaders, and CEOs on how they achieved such success in their careers. Now on Amazon.com, it's called Career Navigation, 7 Steps to Success. I need your help now in terms of sponsors. We want to get a meeting with Barbara Walters. Please tell her that Sandra Rupp would like to have lunch with her in Naples, Florida. ABC News specials. I love that Princess Diana was on it. I've got a great photo of being in a room with all of Princess Diana's beautiful belongings. We think Unilever would be a great corporate sponsor with Dove and Theresa May and all their wonderful products, Lipton tea, the list goes on. We know that Unilever is going to want to make a good impression on women and especially help those women who are over 35. They've got great things going for young people, but they really need to get things going for their older female customers. And we don't want to leave anyone out, so that's why we're here today. So hello to Keith Weed. We would have loved to have been invited to Cannes Lions. White Knights, we need you. Warren, anything you can do for us, we would love to have your help as well. Some of the amazing people I'd love to have come and sit in this chair for my show include the amazing Oprah Winfrey. Oprah used to send us gifts, and Phil Donahue used to come to the house for dinners. I'd also like to interview Sir Martin Sorrell, the CEO of WPP Group. I love the advertising industry. He's had such an amazing career and has been #1 at the top of his field. So Harvard MBA, doesn't get much better than that. Would love to interview Sir Martin. Deborah Norville, who's had an amazing career as a female broadcaster and anchor of Inside Edition. I've also had time to spend time with her on Long Island, and she's a lovely lady. I also had the opportunity to get to know Charlie Rose. He's an amazing man. He has a law degree, very intelligent. Dr. Phil, we did a video to him earlier this year on our YouTube channel. I'm excited to welcome Imran Khan of Pakistan. I have so many followers from wonderful places like Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, India, other parts of the world. On the corporate side, I would love to interview Paul Pullman, the CEO of Unilever. We have so many things that we want to get going, but we need your help. I'm going to just mention a couple of things. Okay. I've created a vision board. You can see it in my other videos on YouTube. Find me at Career Expert on YouTube. This is of a Grecian goddess because I named my company after the Parthenon in Greece, dedicated to Athena. She's the helper of heroes and the goddess of wisdom and knowledge. They're calling me the next Barbara Walters, and I am astonished and just so happy to even have anyone make that comparison, because it would be an honor to meet Barbara Walters. I call it real beauty, but I'd like to thank Bill Gates and Microsoft and I'd also like to thank Michael Dell. We could have never done this without you guys, I'd like to thank the founders of YouTube, the female president of YouTube. Susan, thank you so much. Logitech, I'm sitting here looking at all the amazing equipment that I have. And now I would love to have you sponsor my interview show. The women of the world need you. I launched my business in the Cartier Women's Initiative Awards. Some of the tech guys in Silicon Valley, and yes, there are more guys than ladies, so we got to sit down and talk about that. It'd be interesting to interview people like Mark Cuban and Michael Dell. I've always enjoyed Piers Morgan. He's wonderful. I've always liked Larry King. And by the way, Larry King, I read, launched his television show later in life. He had been on radio before that. He actually worked for my dad at one point. But I would love to get some mentorship from all of you. So we're ready to join Davos and the United Nations. And I'd like to welcome Gallup, a former client of mine. I really want to save everyone. I've actually worked with alpha males my whole life. As Buckminster Fuller once said, you want to not fight the old reality, you want to create the new reality. I was so impressed with the visit that you and Melania Trump had all over the world, Saudi Arabia, Israel, the Vatican. I actually had predicted that you'd be invited to the Vatican. And feminine leadership is not just about the way you dress, although she dresses perfectly. It's also about a high level of emotional intelligence and being able to deal well with men at a very high level, because we would love to have angel investors for hundreds of videos on Amazon, and we've got so much to offer the world. I've got a Kellogg MBA. There are 4 questions that I ask people when they're trying to decide what to do with their career. I say, what's your passion? What's the first thing you do when you want to get up in the morning? What's the thing that keeps you up at night? How do you want to help the world? How do you want to save the world? And you really need to think about those questions, as well as, if you're an animal, what animal would you be? I would be a swan. You have to ask people why. Why? Because I'm graceful and elegant, but I'm also fearless. So figure out all the answers to those questions and then come back to my show. And don't forget to buy this fabulous DVD and video on demand on Amazon.com. Career Navigation, 7 Steps to Success. You're talking to the best in the business. I worked in executive search in New York at the top levels. I've been an executive coach, a career coach, and now I'm interviewing leaders and famous people and interesting people on camera. And we are looking for corporate sponsors. And given that I have gifted over $1 million of my time to Unilever and to Donald Trump at this point, I do think that it would be wonderful for both of you to sponsor me and my new interview show right here from Naples, Florida, the #1 happiest, healthiest city in the world. And we want to get Gallup involved, we want to get everyone involved, and we want to thank the whole world for watching. Because I know my CEOs love to watch me in my Jimmy Choo shoes. Although, now that we're in a smaller town, we're not as focused on that. We can actually film you either outside or at the Naples News Building. We can rent it, or PBS Studios. So we've got lots of options. And follow my Davos blog at sandrarupp.wordpress.com. So we've got a lot of great things coming here at YouTube Career Expert. Follow my tweets at Exec Career Coach. And I'd like to thank 168 countries for watching. I'm Sandra Rupp. I am the feminine leader voice, the new media, and the West Wing. Many thanks for watching.